Jake Paul is facing his worst nightmare after the legendary Mike Tyson leaked his secret training files. That's right, fight fans. Iron Mike has dropped a bombshell that could completely derail Jake Paul's career. You know Tyson? He knows the boxing community inside out, so it is a walk in the park for him to access Jake's personal files. The problem child is sweating bullets after the baddest man on the planet shocked the internet with an explosive training video, and he decided to twist things up a bit by adding a video of Jake training. And let me just tell you guys, the problem child was gassed out after just one round. Now, hidden deep within these files is a jaw-dropper that could shatter Jake Paul's carefully crafted image beyond repair. I'm talking about evidence suggesting that Jake's team has been strategically picking opponents, manipulating fight outcomes, and even potentially engaging in match fixing. It's a shocking revelation that could turn the entire boxing world upside down. The question is, can Jake Paul survive this perfect storm of scandals? Let's break it down. Jake Paul is officially in panic mode. Mike Tyson's mind games have always been on another level, but this is a whole new ballgame. The heavyweight titans are set to step into the ring on November 15th, 2024 at the AT&T Arena for the biggest fight of the year. The build-up to this bout has been electric, with Tyson constantly taunting Paul and playing with his head. But this latest move is pure genius. Tyson didn't just drop a training video to intimidate Jake, he dropped two. One of him looking like a savage beast, ready to devour anyone in his path.
He's in savage mode. If I was Jake Paul right now, I would be shitting my pants.
Oh, bro.
But it's the other video that has everyone talking. It's Jake Paul's secret training session leaked to the world. Let's rewind a bit. Jake Paul has been riding high on the wave of his boxing career, but beneath the flashy persona, there's always been a question mark about his legitimacy as a boxer. Now, that question mark is about to turn into a giant exclamation point. Mike Tyson, the undisputed heavyweight champion of the world, has been vocal about his skepticism towards Jake Paul's boxing abilities. But nobody expected him to go this far. Tyson recently took to social media to announce that he had obtained Jake Paul's secret training files. The internet exploded with reactions. Fans were divided. Some were shocked, others were amused, and many were simply waiting for the fireworks to begin. But what exactly is in these files that has everyone on edge? We're seeing a completely different Jake Paul than the one we're used to. Gone is the cocky, trash-talking influencer. Instead, we've got a guy who looks like he's drowning in the deep end. His footwork, the thing he's always bragged about, looks like a leaden slog. His punches, more like wet noodles. And his defense, wide open like a discount store on Black Friday. Dude's gassed after half a round. His breath is sounding like a dying whale, and he's moving slower than a snail on a hot day. Meanwhile, Tyson is over there looking like a freaking panther, all speed and power. This ain't just a training video, fam. This is Tyson playing mind games on a whole new level. He stripped Jake bare, exposing his weaknesses for the whole world to see. This is gonna be good. Now let's be real for a second. Jake Paul kind of brought this on himself. I mean, the guy has been running his mouth like a fire hydrant, disrespecting a legend like Mike Tyson, calling him old man and sick chicken. Come on, man. That's next level disrespect. Tyson is a freaking icon, a heavyweight champion who terrorized the boxing world. To act like this fight is a joke is straight up disrespectful to the entire sport. Jake's been treating this whole thing like a reality show, not a boxing match. He's been making claims that he's gonna knock Tyson out cold.
I am knocking the out of the competition, regardless of age. I literally can't wait to look across the ring and give him a death stare.
But what if he knocks you out?
Come on, Jakey, you're forgetting who you're up against. The guy was a knockout artist. It's one thing to talk trash, but this is just delusional. He's poking the bear, and now the bear is pissed. Tyson's been in this game for decades. He knows how to play mind games, and he's absolutely dominating right now. Jake better watch his back because Tyson is coming for him, and he's coming with everything he's got. Just imagine a guy who's been in the game for 38 years. Do you think he doesn't know every secret nook and cranny to dig up someone's dirt? And then you decide to mess with him? The guy who's literally called the baddest man on the planet? It seems like playing with fire, my friend. Jake Paul is making the biggest mistake of his career. Stepping into the ring with Mike Tyson is like a chihuahua challenging a grizzly bear. Tyson is a boxing legend, a force of nature. He's got decades of experience, lightning-fast reflexes, and knockout power, which are the stuff of nightmares. Jake, on the other hand, has been padding his record against retired MMA fighters like Ben Askren and Tyron Woodley, and washed-up NBA players like Nate Robinson. These guys are tough, but they're not Mike Tyson. Tyson's got a boxing IQ that's off the charts? He can anticipate moves, counterpunch with precision, and deliver devastating body shots that will leave Jake seeing stars. Jake might have some athleticism and power, but he lacks the fundamental boxing skills to compete with a true master. His defense is suspect, his footwork is basic, and his chin hasn't been truly tested. This is a whole different level, and Jake is about to find out the hard way. We saw a great example of Jake's skill in the ring recently. Yeah, the problem child just stepped into the ring with Mike Perry on July 20th and gave us a fight we won't forget anytime soon. Now, it wasn't Jake's skill or his KO win that made the fight impressive or memorable. The problem child picked up a 6th-round KO win against Perry, and while he was expecting the fight world to sing him praise, this dude got quite the opposite. If this bout did anything, it exposed Jake and his orchestrated charades. Come on, it's getting old now. Haven't we seen enough of Paul stepping into the ring with a weaker dude and acting like the king of the world after coming out on top? And Tyson's recent leaks just prove these concerns. It's clear that Jake has a type, old dudes with no boxing background, Ben Askren, Tyron Woodley, Nate Robinson, all past their prime, and none of them were boxers. Now, Mike Tyson does have a boxing background, but let's not forget the man is 58 years old. Age catches up with everyone, but this ain't your average 58-year-old. Mike Tyson is a different breed. Power is one of the last things to go in a fighter, and this guy still hits like a truck. Sure, he might not have the same speed as he did in his prime, but his experience and ring IQ are off the charts. He knows how to set up his shots, how to read his opponent, and how to finish the fight. And let's not forget about that legendary Tyson clinch, a weapon that's as deadly as ever. Age ain't nothing but a number for this guy. He's still the baddest man on the planet, and Jake Paul is about to find out the hard way. Take it from the voice of combat boxing, Joe Rogan. Joe isn't ruling out the possibility of Iron Mike knocking Paul out cold. You and I both know that's possible, and Joe is on the same page. Rogan said on his podcast, if he's physically capable of recapturing 70% of what he used to do, just dealing with that 90% of the power will be a problem for Paul. 70% of the physical ability and 90% of the power. Because the power is not gone, you see it when he hits the bag. The power is there 100%. Jake Paul has a lot of advantage in this upcoming fight with the massive age difference. But let's not forget that he isn't going after any 58-year-old boxer. It's Mike Tyson.
Mike Tyson's mind has switched over into war. Like, he was doing this interview, and someone said to him, he goes, you look like you're in your 20s. Like, what are you doing? He goes, I just eat raw meat. He goes, I eat raw meat. He goes, you're eating raw meat? He goes, yeah, I'm eating raw meat.
Yeah, here's the thing. Mike never overestimates himself, but this guy is as humble as one can be. Even as the best boxer of our time, he trains like a newbie gearing up for his first fight, and that speaks volumes. He enters this war mind zone. I mean, this guy's eating raw meat to prepare for a bout with Jake Paul. Give him hormones, give him supplements, and he will be a force to be reckoned with in the ring even when he's pushing 60s. His physique is looking better than ever, and you can tell that this man is putting in the work. You can't be surprised, though, because it's Mike Tyson after all. Joe Rogan revealed that the champion made an appearance in his podcast in 2020 and he was 300 pounds. Not going to the gym like you'd normally expect a guy in his 50s. But only a few months later, he turned up to the studio again, weighing 230 pounds, training every day, and jacked as hell simply because he was getting ready to fight Roy Jones Jr. So this guy has it in him to pick himself together and get ready for fights no matter how old he is or who he's stepping in the ring with. You don't see this every day, and not a lot of boxers are capable of working this hard way past their prime. You have to have mad respect for Mike Tyson for even agreeing to step into the ring. Jake Paul is losing his mind right now. This leak has turned his world upside down. The entire boxing community is turning on him. Everyone from casual fans to boxing legends is calling him out for being a fraud. His carefully crafted image is shattered and the cracks are starting to show. The Jake Paul hype train is officially derailing. This fight against Mike Tyson is no longer just a big payday. It's a make-or-break moment for his career. If he loses, it's curtains. His reputation will be in tatters, and he might even face legal trouble. But if he wins, it could be his redemption story. It's a tall order, but hey, stranger things have happened. This is a David versus Goliath situation, and the whole world is watching to see if the underdog can pull off the impossible. Well, I guess we'll have to wait and see how this one plays out. So there you go, fight world. That's all I have for you today. What are your thoughts on Jake Paul's sweating bullets after Mike leaked secret training files? Make sure to fill the comment section with your thoughts. Don't forget to hit that like button and subscribe to the channel for more boxing news. See you in the next video.